Give everyone a moment to trickle in, see if anybody joins us. Give everyone another minute to trickle in. I'm actually going to do my best at covering the news today. Yeah, K Schwizzle. Just when you think it won't stop, just when you think it's finally going to settle down, and hey, Cat Eyes. What's up, NJPI? Good to see you, sir. That's I've read what I could. Someone named Franklin said that put out a cryptic Twitter post that said Jimmy knew. Yeah, we got about enough people in here. Sounds like I'm not really breaking any news. I was thinking maybe I might shed some light on something that nobody's chatting about. But so it's not MrBeast that was accused of it, but he's accused of knowing. And all right, so I'll start from the beginning. Biggest YouTuber in the world, guy by the name of Jimmy something, I forget his last name, goes by MrBeast. Es nuestro favorito puertorriqueño. Claro, es la verdad. Right, so MrBeast is the biggest YouTuber in the world. He's been on the Joe Rogan Experience, the Feastables brand. Like, this guy is more than YouTube. This guy is a monster. And, we've obviously uncovered everything about Edward and his stuff. And then right before that, it was Dr. Disrespect. And then the week before that, Matt the Morning After covered Feature Man. And, Dr. Disrespect doesn't seem like the problem is MrBeast is the kind of guy that you want to marry your daughter. He's the kind of person you think is here for nothing but good reasons. Well, probably not anymore, Big Moose. Probably not anymore. Yeah, Ava was his co-host, transgendered person. She or Zay, however Zay person chooses to identify, blew the whistle. And the guy, Chris, apparently has been, and this is confirmed according to their messages, of grooming a 13-year-old when he was 20. And the real big problem lies is this Chris guy is just, he's nothing. He's he's an attachment to MrBeast, right? Like, if MrBeast says he's no longer relevant, then it doesn't matter. But the sheer fact that quote unquote Jimmy knew, that was by a verified Twitter user named Franklin. This one hurts, people. This kid donates a ton of money to charity. Just from the outside looking in, he looks like the very best that humanity has to offer. And yeah, I just wanted to. I don't do what Matt does. I'm not going to compile images and statistics and all that jazz. But MrBeast, the one guy who puts all of his money back into his channel, wants to cure blindness, like this guy. And granted, it doesn't take away from the philanthropy that he's done. Like, the guy's done some amazing things for humanity, which I think is what makes it all the more worse. Because if MrBeast can be, if he can be harboring someone that's actually, trying to groom and harm children, that means anybody can. This guy was the best of everything. Did you see everything Chris's wife was saying when he first switched teams? He's done some really great things in a lot of places, Andrea. But if the rumors are true, and he knew that somebody on his team was, yeah, LARP. I'm with you. Alan, MrBeast was that guy was, he probably still is on some level too big to fail. I'm sure there's a PR team doing damage control right now. But more than anything, that there's a 13-year-old kid out there that was targeted on the internet. That should be everyone's primary concern. And then two is this Tyson individual who is doing it. Where are we going to attack MrBeast because he's famous, or are we going to go? And granted, if he protected him and that comes out, like, this needs to be addressed. But people are more concerned about going after the trans activist and Jimmy, aka MrBeast, than they are the guy who is actually trying to harm children. Which is there's a difference between clamoring for blood and clamoring for justice. And more than likely, this is the boys, Ray. Their achievements are a spectacle for you to praise them for. Who are we talking about, Laura? I don't quite get that comment, but does anybody have any information that they can share with us? Any insider scoop? Anything breaking at the moment? Does anyone disagree with me? Why did MrBeast never speak up about the drawn CP? Are we talking about hand drawn CSAM? I've never. Oh, with Homelander and Billy Butcher and A Train. Yes, LARP. Okay, I get you. There is, like I said, right now it's he said, she said. But from the person who went forward on public, not the trans activist, the Franklin individual, from everything I can gather on the internet, that person is one that does not lie and has nothing to gain. And again, once, like I said before, he cryptically said Jimmy knew. And this one's going to hurt, man. Jimmy's target audience, I'd be willing to bet, is probably 12 to 25. I don't know a ton of adults that really consume MrBeast's. Yeah, right. I get it. I've never heard of like somebody drawing CP. It's a wild thing to internalize, friends. What's up, Control? Yeah, and after everything that we've been privy to, from Feature Man to Dr. Disrespect to Edward, and right now it's just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, like Edward rattled our community to the core, but MrBeast is a fixture in children's entertainment across the country. I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe y'all see it differently, but that's okay. I'm not condemning him yet. I'm simply just stating the fact that somebody close to him on his team has been grooming. And again, 20 and 16, it's fucking creepy, and the guy needs to have his head dragged across the floor. But I know in certain states they don't see it as illegal. But 20 and 13 is a child. That's 8th grade. You know what I mean? They don't have a learner's permit. They don't have a debit card. Like 13 is a fucking baby. Y'all are not wrong. He's Yeah, he's in possession of those things, which means that he was in possession of CP, which means that that's a pedophile. In the best case scenario, even if somebody's distributing CP, I don't see that as any better or any worse than someone who's utilizing it for self pleasure. If anything, people that fucking produce it and sell it are worse because they fuel the machine. Most of the chomos and pedophiles we see would never have the courage to make that type of material. No, Aussie Pete, I have not. Uh, I texted him and I said, "Hey, is there a defense? Is there any accountability? Are you going to address anything?" But there's been I think there were two or three texts back and forth and nothing since. Harper, if someone's 18 and they're a senior in high school and someone's 17, I'm not gonna shit on that person, boy or girl, girl, boy, whatever. Like if you're 2 grades apart, whatever. Seniors date sophomores, juniors date freshmen. Let's not get fucking crazy here. Shadman and Chris Connection. Shadman's a cartoonist. So visibility, I'll address it one more time. If anybody wants to come up, they can. I really just wanted to do hopefully Matt or PCD or the panel chat, somebody, or shit, maybe we can get totally uncalled for to come back. Hopefully somebody can cover it in a better way. Just today, one of MrBeast's team members was outed for grooming and sending inappropriate messages and trying to solicit something from a 13-year-old when this person was 20, and that's Tyson. And the word on the street is that MrBeast knew and buried it. If you're 20, you should. If you're in community college, you should not be starting a relationship with someone in high school. Someone's a senior and a junior, and you guys stated like whatever. Oh, okay. I just thought you were saying like the second. Yeah, but I don't like the California Romeo and Juliet lull either. I think that's pretty fucking insane. What Cartoon Network guy had CP? Does anybody here consume MrBeast content or buy Feastables or Beast Burger? Is anybody like really? Is this Tyson guy like a really forward-facing person in his network? Me too, Cat Eyes. Me too. Somebody who's responsible for creating children's programming. Zillakami from City Morgue. I don't know what City Morgue is, but okay. Yes, Eloy. That's I stated it. He's been on Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan had another guy who, like 2 weeks after the show, they found a severed head in the guy's freezer. So Joe's he's just talk show host. Can't blame him. Can y'all hear me now? I just took a phone call. Can y'all hear me now? Tyson and Chandler have been in the shadows for almost a year. Carl Nolan and Tariq are the main sidekicks now. I'm going to put on my conspiracy theory hat for a minute and say, is there a chance that he was put in the shadows because somebody knew? Yeah, dude, MrBeast is the biggest fucking. This is not a guy with 2 million subs or 4 million. Somebody tell me, what does he have? 200 million, something like that. I want to say he's got the biggest channel on the. Can you imagine if they nuke his channel because of this? It's insane. He even has the guy who speaks all those Chinese languages translating his videos for him in China. I don't either, Control. I know how big he is. That's we ordered Beast Burger during COVID once when he had the little ghost kitchens around, and I saw some of he has like these crazy game show type programs where people can win $1 million, like leave your hand on a car for 3 days. 305 million. Bro, it's like 60 million away from the entire country. Holy shit. They would never. He had very close personal contact with the CEO of YouTube and managers. Again, if we're gonna, there are messages on X dating back to while he was working with MrBeast of him telling a minor he was sending them news and not to share them. So does that sound like MrBeast was given some transparency to the issue? Makes them too much money. Well, I don't know. I just when something like this breaks in the news, I didn't see NTF live and I didn't see Matt or anybody else, so I figured I'd just jump up here for a couple minutes and chat about it. Y'all can go do your research, and if this is something that you want to investigate, feel free to do so. LARP, I'm starting to, dude, everything in me that was an optimist has been fucking, I'm dead inside, LARP. If that guy's a fucking pedophile, I don't. One of MrBeast guys was apparently grooming kids, and MrBeast knew, and now it's going public, bad guy. That's what happened. What's up, Ryan?
Yeah, so what is it with MrBeast or someone that works with him, or?
No, one of his teammates. And the big thing is that MrBeast might have been hiding it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah, I don't know anything about MrBeast or any of them, so I can't really weigh in on it. But,
He's got 300. He has 305 million followers just on YouTube, Brian.
Yeah, he does like those money contests, something like that. But so he was like one of his employees was what, like in possession of CP? Is that?
No, grooming children.
Oh, grooming children.
Yeah, not CP. Actual like interaction with children.
Like how so grooming? Like
the same way anybody would. Apparently, there were nude. Someone in chat said there were nude photos exchanged, and it was addressed. What's that feedback?
That feedback? Shit. I don't know.
Edit mic settings. Let me see that one more time. Edit settings. How about now?
Maybe.
Oh, now you're roboting, pal. Hello, Ryan?
Like that.
Can anybody hear Ryan, or is it just me that can't? All right, well, there goes that. Well, we don't know that yet, Control. Let's we're going on decent intel, but before we fucking vilify the guy, let's make sure we don't burn down the building before we have the facts. I'm just here to talk about what was broken today, and considering the community we're in, it seems like something worth chatting about. Anybody else want to come up, and maybe someone who actually knows something about MrBeast or follows him, give a little bit more context than I can? I mean, shit, I went live, and I mean, I know y'all are picking on Ryan, but I don't know much about this other than just reading the story and then clicking go live so we could kind of chat about it together. Yeah, Alex's pred did kill himself, and apparently it's making big news, which is good. What did I see? That the guy was a 2-time RSO, beat a case in '96. Dead pedophiles do not reoffend. They have a 0% recidivism rate. So that's right, SEO. It said that it went on for years. I didn't get the full time, but it started when he was 20 and she was 13. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, Harper. He took his own life rather than face the music. It's not hard to believe if somebody has to confront the fact that they're a pedophile, suicide might be a very viable option, hopefully before they harm children. Don't really wish death on anybody, but there's euthanasia might be the only way to protect the youth here. That was not meant to be. That sounded really punny, but it wasn't. Yeah, I'd have more respect for someone that finds children attractive and just does, assisted suicide than trying to fight it their whole life. So Chris Hansen can have a guy kill himself, and Pop Squad can have one or two, and DAP can have a couple. I mean, this is nothing new, Aussie Pete. Nobody wants to walk around with this scarlet letter, this millstone hung around their neck. Suicide is the easy way out for these folks. There is nowhere. Pred said he watched stuff where the babies try to get away. Yesterday was a great day in Predator Poacher's history. I agree, 110% panel channel. I'm grateful that the guy didn't have the courage to try to mount a defense and go to court and give a voice. Maybe he'll set an example to pedophiles and predators around there. Like, just go on to the next place. Maybe pedophiles will be welcome there. Yeah, someone in the news. Well, I mean, Pat Con, who gives a shit at this point? That's the end result is great. You know what I mean? An inside the park home run and 530-foot shot is the same nonetheless. Like, fuck it. The guy is no more. He can never harm a child ever again. Yeah, shout out to predator poachers. No catcher has any part in this. This has nothing to do with the catching community. You know what I mean? This is anybody who gets outed for this type of evil behind closed doors. Many people would choose suicide rather than face the music and be held accountable. Yeah, I mean, I support predator. Obviously, I support every single catcher, right? Even Cam. If Cam had a catch right now, I tell everyone to go over there and watch it. Even Jeff Southwest. But yeah, you can't blame. Yeah, Pop Squad had two. I know Daps had a couple. I doubt this is the first one Predator Poachers has ever had. Remember the guy in UK tried to cut his own wrist open or his neck open with a fucking dull knife? Well, Chris Hansen had the fucking attorney general or some shit. I forget what the guy's title was. He didn't show up to the meet, so if Jeff Southwest went live right now to expose a predator, I would insist that we all go watch, call the police, and support the fact that a pedophile is being brought to justice, whether or not you like the person that's doing it. Hello?
Ray, how you doing today, sir?
Who's this?
It's Colt.
Oh, what's up, dude?
How's it going, brother?
It's going, man.
Good. Yeah, that Alex thing there yesterday was pretty wild. I'm glad that nobody else got hurt. He took his own life, and he didn't shoot at anybody else, so everybody was came out unscathed. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, the guy didn't kill himself as much as he did run away from the impending doom. Like, this was not, the guy's not depressed. He's not sorry for what he did. He realized that walking around with the title of pedophile, it's, I used to do a joke on stage, and I said you could have the Wu-Tang Clan and the Ku Klux Klan in the same room.
Yeah.
And if a pedophile walks in, like, there will be unity.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
But yeah, predator poachers, no catcher who has a predator off themselves did anything wrong.
No, for sure. When I first heard it was...
What was the Ponzi scheme, guys? Bernie Madoff, didn't he kill himself?
I
think he hung himself, or Jeffrey Epstein apparently might have hung himself.
Epstein apparently killed himself.
No, but I think Bernie Madoff killed himself in his cell. If somebody there can tell me if that's accurate.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, he had a Ponzi scheme of bilked people out of hundreds of billions of dollars.
And I think I'm 95% sure that his brother killed. Well, either way, that guy's not. All that guy's doing, like, are you gonna get angry at the journalists and the fucking cops who arrested the guy?
No, of course not. Of course.
What's up, Keish? Is this your first time on panel?
What's good? Is my audio all right?
You sound great.
Yeah. I've been on Tommy's panel before. I think one time. You know, one of his nighttime panels he'd done.
Welcome.
Thank you. Long time listener, first time caller.
Oh God. Are we talking about MrBeast or the predator that did Control Alt Delete?
Well, we can do both, but I read an article about the MrBeast shit because I don't really watch him or anything. But I was kind of wondering. It says a YouTuber actually. This is on June 13th. A 45-minute video was posted online by the account Prism42, accusing Tyson of grooming a minor and outlining alleged evidence of inappropriate interactions between him and a now 20-year-old.
Shit.
In the video, Prism claims that Tyson was 20 and she was 13 at the time their online communications began. Among the accusations, Prism points to an alleged Snapchat Tyson messaged of her face with the text "Coming for America," spelt, the way predators.
C-U-M, right. I got you.
You got it.
And so MrBeast is in on this?
There's a what's being said is that he was aware, like the fact that he buried, like he's the face and the voice of an empire, and if he's donating billions of dollars to fucking blind people and shit and kids with diabetes, if this came out, and I'm not making an excuse, right? We're just going through the possibilities.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought if he buried it, he could do more good in the world than if it came out. And either way, he's going to be forced to address what happened, and it's sad.
No, for sure. This is the first I heard of it. I don't even watch the guy. I just know that he's the biggest YouTuber, and he's helped a lot of people, like you said, with the eyesight thing, and like donated like hundreds of millions of dollars to do all of these things for people. But
right, and there's a chance, man. Like maybe he thought that this would have ruined his. Maybe he fucking buried Tyson in private, and But either way, it's supposed to. It's going to be. Oh wow, we lost K Schwizzle. But yeah, it's going to be addressed. Doesn't he sound like Tommy Boy's brother, Colt?
A little bit.
So you have. I want to address this where Pat Con had a comment. Says, "I'll never forget when Ed and others banned me and lectured me because I said it was good. The FPH pred offed himself. Very weird. Everyone was so sensitive about it. I was kind of attached to that case, that exposure that never happened, and I don't think anyone's really upset that the pred killed himself. Pat Con. I think what it is the way that it went down is it's the catching community's job to confront the husband, and when they sent the documents to the wife, and then nothing went public with the arrest. I think who everyone really feels bad, like that wife probably reamed him. Maybe she found closure in it. Maybe it was the greatest day of her life. We will never know. But I think that was unfair to put it on the wife's shoulders. So rather than face humiliation and prosecution, that predator killed himself. And there's a chance that nobody knows about what went down other than the people involved in the decoying and the wife.
Yep. Well, it's just lucky that, from what I understand, he was left alone. The police were, I guess, talking to him, and one of the officers, and then all of a sudden one of the officers went to the car or something and left him there by himself. And then he went in the house and I guess got a firearm and shot himself. But I mean, what if the guy just went out on a rampage and started shooting Alex and all the other guys? Like, it could have gone really bad.
I got to think if there's a God in the sky, man, he's not going to let. I mean, if there's a God in the sky, I doubt he would let a predator catcher get killed for catching a predator.
I hope not. But I mean, these guys, when they get to that place, a lot of them are mentally unstable to begin with. And the guy's probably thinking in his head that I'm caught, I'm fucked, I got nothing to lose. So I'll fire a few rounds at these guys and whatever, and then I'll put one in my head.
And again, I'm not against it. It's just, there's, people were jumping to their death in, I guess it was the 30s or 40s, whatever years the Great Depression took place.
Yeah.
When they had nowhere left to go.
30s, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. When you don't see a way out of your current condition, that's when suicide becomes an option.
Uh-huh.
Heaven forbid one of your children passes away, or your spouse gets sick and dies, or, your business goes under and you have nothing left to your, like, you have to think that there is no longer a reason to live. And that predator very, very correctly realized that there was no life worth living in front of him. Everywhere he went, people would know exactly what he was.
Yeah, I haven't seen the catch yet, and I don't know anything about the guy's history or anything, so he could have been in a lot deeper than I know, or like...
Which guy?
The guy that Alex caught. Like, that shot himself. Really
quick, Cap said, what about Bupak? I'm under the impression that when Bupak was murdered, that it didn't have... I'm under the impression that it wasn't an exposure. It was a...
No, I don't think it was. Yeah, it wasn't.
It was a 17... I think it was a 17-year-old that shot him. Either way, rest in peace, Bupak. Rest in peace, Toe.
That's sad.
Fuck yeah, it's sad, dude.
So sad.
Dude, look, I can't stand Cam. I would never want anything bad to happen to that kid on a catch.
No,
yeah,
of
no,
course
for
not.
sure. I mean, wishing death on. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the only type of people you should do that if is someone like yesterday. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, if you
or
hate
what,
a
2 days ago
catcher,
or whatever.
if you hate a catcher more than you hate a pedophile, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it says a lot about you. Yeah, as a person.
Yeah,
Definitely.
or at least your motivations for being here. You know what I mean?
Or to not even be able to put some personal shit aside to at least endorse what the catcher's doing, or just not try to fuck with him at all. Like, yeah, it's
Truck guy, he says, "Stop lying, Ray. You probably watch Cam getting his ass beat." On Ray, I don't mind watching him get laughed at or get fired, but if he's exposing a predator, there is. I want the predator to get arrested, and yeah, I don't want any donations. I don't want Cam to get famous, but I want him to be safe. That's kind of what I was addressing, FM. I've never been an anti-Tom guy. Like the fact that some people hate Tommy more than they hate pedophile. Like there's more videos dedicated to trashing Tommy and Alex, even fucking straight to the top studios trying to take down Musa. Like if you're trying to take down predator catchers more than you're trying to expose pedophiles, there's a big fucking problem. Big problem.
There's not much of a use for you around here, I don't think.
I don't know if you want to switch gears for a second, but I was reading more of that article.
Go ahead, man.
It actually says on Monday in a series of posts on Twitter,
It's not Twitter anymore. It's X. Put some respect on Elon Musk's name.
Dude, fuck that shit. The girl denied the allegations. I guess she was quoted as saying, "I was not groomed by Chris Tyson. I did not meet Chris Tyson by myself. I met Chris and MrBeast crew with my family present. I ran a Discord with Chris Tyson when I was 13, and edgy, inappropriate jokes were said." Strange.
So she was 13. How old was he?
20, I believe. Yeah, 20. Tyson was 20 and she was 13 at the time.
Yeah, so he shouldn't be in a Discord with 13-year-olds.
Right. But how long ago? How old is he now? Do you know?
27.
Oh, okay. This was 7 years ago.
Right. So it's if there was any romantic grooming, anything, that would have been imagine what a good guy MrBeast would have been like if he said, "Hey, even my enterprise isn't immune from having, wolves in sheep's clothing." But yeah, that congrats to the pedophile yesterday who took his own life. You have courage most pedophiles lack.
It did the world a favor.
It was the most selfless thing he could have done. Like God bless him. His last gesture to humanity was for the betterment, even though he was doing it to not feel pain. Think about how many adult survivors in the community would have liked Alex to catch, or FM, or fucking move anybody. Think about how many of them would have loved to have seen their abuser kill themselves instead of fucking touch them.
Yeah. All we could say one thing, right? He made the right decision at least once in his life.
Yeah, and that guy, I don't know the state or where they were, but a lot of those fuckers get off too. They don't even get arrested. Just catches you watch. So I mean, maybe he wouldn't even gotten arrested. So he really did us a favor.
So I gotta say something right now. I gotta say basura. Somebody asked me to say basura in the Mike Saha voice, so I say basura. Hopefully that makes him happy. Yeah, man, that's again, like, I'm not trying to celebrate suicide. I don't think anybody in this community advocates for it, but
absolutely not.
What made you guys decide to come up in the chat today, out of curiosity?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about I don't want to drag him, but I just wanted to ask about your opinion about Sam Clinton, and he has these the videos that you guys made that you were a part of.
What videos?
Like the catch a pred, whatever videos
that wasn't me, bro.
Oh, I thought you were the one that was in.
No, that was some other guy on the Florida trip. That wasn't me.
Oh, I thought it was you. I just wonder what Sam's gonna do, because he's got Ed in some of those videos, and I don't know. I don't think it's appropriate that he's in them, but that's just my opinion. Like, I know he spent a lot of money having them edited, and bringing everybody there and the whole works. But
that was me too, by the way. I'm just
I thought it was,
I'm just fucking with you.
but I mean, do you know what I mean? It's with Ed being there now. I mean, before it was kind of like, he's got this, and he's a suspect in that. A lot of us felt he shouldn't be there anyway, but now after all the shit came out that did, I mean, do you think that the video, or the parts that he's in, should be edited and taken out of that, or do you think he should just leave the videos up as is with Ed in them?
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you.
Because that's, I got looking at that, and I got thinking, there's the one where you were on the phone with not Shonda, with T-Boy, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he's pacing around, and you're telling him to shut the fuck up or whatever, whatever. And
yeah, we were setting up the meet, and I didn't realize he was live, so we're finding the location, and he went live without telling me, so that was a big fail. I've addressed that 25 times, though. That's where my blow up came from. It's like, why the fuck are we announcing on live? Dude, if we had a psychopath in the community, they could show up with an AR-15, shoot the bread in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So you haven't thought about what? Like, I mean, I don't know how you felt about him coming on to begin with, and that's not my business. You don't have to talk about that. But how do you feel about, him being involved in those videos now, knowing what we know about him now?
I'm not answering. I'm thinking for an answer.
Yeah. It's kind of a tricky. I know, like, I feel bad for Sam. Like,
if it could be somebody internal, I mean, fuck, maybe this was maybe it's a good thing, that anybody on the inside of anyone's team, like me, you, all three of us included, like, just because we're part of this community doesn't mean that any of us couldn't be that type of person. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned here.
So maybe Sam could do a video of some sort about how there can be people in the community.
I mean, dude, I look, man, when this fucking came out in the first place, and somebody was in on meth and something else, and the guy swore to me up and down he had no idea what was going on. I'm like, this is insane. I will sit here and take the shot on the chin, bro. I thought it was a crazy witch hunt. I didn't think there was any way possible anybody in our community. Like, if I hate Jewish people, I'm not going to go hang out at a synagogue. You know what I mean? Like, I just, it took a lot of time for me to realize the fact that, like, why would you be here? Why would a child predator ever fucking be here?
To cover up their...
kind of only one reason, you know what I mean?
That's a fucking big stretch, man. Like, you're getting a lot of being that vocal, like maybe being in the chat, being around, having some loose connections, but who the fuck's gonna have a loud, resounding voice?
I hear that. I mean,
like, look, maybe it's a bad take on me. Just I was like, shit. If somebody fucking said this about me and I was innocent, I would pray to God a few people would stand by me, which is kind of why I did what I did.
Yeah.
And it's fucking soul crushing, man. Like, this was.
Yeah, there's a lot of people really upset about it. A lot of people that's stuck up for him, and
dude, how I'm sitting out there and I'm a pretty fucking effective interrogator. I think I'm damn good at what I do, and I had I literally bought this guy's story. Look, like I didn't go white knighting for him because I told him that he had a responsibility to defend himself. I was like, I'm going to reserve the right to pass judgment. I said, I'm just not really going to have a vocal I said, you need to address this. And it never, I thought it went away. You know, Angela G said the case was closed and everything was, it's funny. If you go back a few months ago, my first time back on panel, when someone told me the case was still open, I was like, bro, the case ain't open. It's closed. And then I realized it was never closed. And then when the panel channel broke the news, and it really fucking hit home when PHI read, like I read the description, I read it, but when she read that and you heard about what the pictures entailed and included, I mean, fuck, dude, that's nobody held a victory flag that day. Like this is one of our own. I mean, you ever seen a Punisher, man? Like, there's Ray again, right, doing a fucking stupid movie reference. The TV series when he catches the one guy trying to film kiddie porn. Dude, this is anybody that fucking touches kids should get curb stomped. And like, I'm a fucking douchebag, but it's like, and I would tell people like they got big keyboard energy. Like anybody who's seen my catches, like I'm not a funny, friendly guy. I hate the actions, and like as much as I hate to admit this, because like I want to fucking lean on my faith and I want to say I love all God's creatures, like I fucking hate these monsters, bro. Yeah. I want them to all fucking perish. I want to live in a world where we don't need any fucking pedophile catchers.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't even listen to all of it. It was so disgusting that I couldn't get through it. And I don't think I'm the only one.
Yeah, no, it's some rough shit, man. I mean, there's not much worse like reading than that type of material. I mean, it's.
Yeah, dude, this is and that's why I said too, like, you know, there were actual children that were harmed, and that's more important than anything Ed did, right? Fucking children take precedence over criminals. What Ed did is absolutely fucking egregious, and it's wrong, and it does need to be addressed or reopened, or there's no. It needs to be done. Like it needs to be taken down.
There needs to be some kind of recourse with it somehow. I don't know how, but
I mean, I don't know if I'm alone, but I mean, what's just more upsetting to me that he's not in jail, that he's not prosecuted. I mean, shit, that's
I tell you what, man, if we get more pedophiles to kill themselves, we don't got to worry about fucking law enforcement involvement anymore. Maybe we just found a way.
Yeah, what did Alex do? What did he say exactly? What word for word? What did Alex say on that?
He didn't do anything. He did what Alex does. Alex is non-confrontational.
Yeah, nah, he's your friend type of deal till the cops show up, right? I love it.
Yeah, and then from what I understand, the cop just walked to the car down the driveway and left the guy by himself. But he just
shout out to that cop. Shout out to that cop for giving the fucking pedophile room enough to kill himself. Shout out to that cop. Bro, they're gonna rewrite the fucking field training officer manual next week. Like if you have a pedophile, just kind of slide a revolver, give him the look, give him the nod, and walk away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's on locals?
Bro, it's going to be national news, man.
Well, it's going to be catch.
Right, the catch is going to be national. We got Dr. Disrespect, we got Edward, we got MrBeast. Alex's shit right there. Fucking that's going to be national fucking news. This is going to put, and of course, oh my God, vigilantes don't know what they're doing. Well, maybe if fucking more law enforcement agencies, fucking Decoy, APP, decoys for kids, and like they put in. Most law enforcement departments don't even have like one full-time ICAC officer.
Yeah.
No, those ladies do amazing work. I mean, and they have their, like, when Alex goes, he's got his shit together. Like, they've got everything lined up for interrogating. They've got all of the shit, the timelines, everything's done right out. So, I mean, I wouldn't call them vigilantes.
Nah, this is absolute professional. That shit is to a T, man. I mean,
well, you know what, dude? Maybe where Ryan failed, this can pick up, right? The whole ask YouTube why. And if national news picks up the fact that fucking one of Alex's Preds killed himself because he was there to meet kids because cops are overstretched and undermanned, maybe someone will actually cover a story, be like, hey, they used to do this on YouTube to provide closure to adult victims, but the fucking left-leaning cuckbags at YouTube decided that this is not adequate programming, but we can fucking do makeup transparent fucking beauty pageant time. Like, right.
Wow.
This is one of those, and this is where like that version of me comes out, where I feel like I'm insane.
Yeah. I just hope the news, if they pick it up, I hope they take the right angle. You never know. You have a story that seems kind of one way, and I hope they don't. Just hope they pick the right angle with it.
What the fuck? NTF was arrested? What the shit? Why was NTF arrested?
Damn. I guess we know why there's no news, right?
Well, this was kind of fun today, man. Little midday panel. Where did we hear this? What was she arrested for? Who the fuck said this?
John Gotti.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was arrested, Nunya? Because of her shit.
Well, shit, dude. I'm glad I had a couple of first timers on panel today, and this MrBeast. I really do, man. I hope that fucking Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Dave Rubin. I hope some like real news outlets will actually pick up the fact that what a bunch of people on what did I call them, fucking YouTube bandits, are doing what cops can't.
Yeah, and they're not getting the support of the police either in a lot of places, right? Or the DA, the district attorneys. But people complain about the district attorneys, but they don't realize they're voted. They're voted in.
That's what I said last night with the Edward thing, where I said sometimes the only way to press a DA is to it doesn't cost money; it costs votes.
That's right.
Like
you do it election time. You hold their feet to the fucking fire. And you say, this is what we want out of you. And if you don't do it, you're not going to get our fucking vote.
And where do they get all the funding from, right?
But even though they get the funding, they still need the votes.
Yeah, no, I agree. But don't isn't it taxpayer shit? Like, the cops and then the DA, I mean.
Well, dude, if kids are on the fucking fence and they're $38,000 in debt for some fucking bullshit, Norwegian philosophical transgender awareness degree from fucking Evergreen University.
Gender studies.
Dude, like all you got to do is say, "Hey, if you vote for me, there's no more student loans, and you're not black." That's all you have to do.
That's all it takes. Now,
yeah, like I said, these guys are elected officials. I mean, people. And I'm not saying you guys, but there's people in the community that bitch about, or people that just watch, random people that watch the catches, and they're like, "Why didn't he arrest them? Why did?" Everybody gets up in arms. They blame the catcher, and they don't understand that in some places the district attorneys just don't want to touch it. They don't want anything to do with it. Right.
They forget they're humans with egos too, and regardless of the reason, that shit should be pushed through. And a lot of these district, I don't know if they don't have kids. I don't know if it needs to be pushed through. It falls on their shoulders. Definitely, big part of it.
And they need their feet held to the fire. And
you guys ready for a little cam dragging and cam flowers at the same time?
Sure.
So here's the thing, right? And I learned I did a police investigation with Alex and Jay down in Florida once. Actually, with Toe twice, with Toe and Kyle once, and Cam probably 6 times. We caught a couple of people in the same jurisdiction. I want to say like 4 in 2 days. And then the DA said no more. And even the cops who showed up were like, you could tell the cops were heartbroken. They were like, we want to arrest this guy. We want to take him away. Like, Cam's great at compiling everything, but like sometimes you have to go along to get along. And instead of like doing another one, you ask for an appointment at the DA's office and be like, hey, I'm so-and-so. This is what we do. Can you explain to me why we're not going to, like somebody has to put the fucking hammer down first, and that's when progress can be made.
Yeah.
And that's where Cam fails. Like if someone says something Cam doesn't like, Cam's inner Hulk comes out. He's like, Cam smash. But the
even
kid is
just talk with the
dude.
so,
That kid will decoy in his car for fucking 10 hours with autistic fucking concentration, like an infant pushing a Cheerio across the fucking. Like I'll give the kid his flowers where, like he'll put in work, but then he fucks up.
Inevitable.
if the DA isn't going to take the case, then maybe set it up an appointment with the DA and find out why. What can we do to make you,
Right,
so
but
that you will take these
if you start
cases?
attack, like if I'm the DA and I have no idea who K Swizzle is, and you have people on YouTube calling me, telling me that I'm a piece of now, Elvis, I have no reason to want to communicate with you. But if
That's
you
right.
make an appointment next Thursday and you say, "Hey, Ray, I'm K Swizzle. This is my organization. Here's an example of what we do. You tell me what it's going to take for us to work together." Like
It's in the
that's how you
delivery.
Build a relationship with the DA and the department.
Deliver the information the right way. Definitely. I mean, you got to be smart about it. Imagine if we got a DA that was as passionate as a catcher. Like that would be wild to see.
Yeah, but it won't happen, man, because we gotta drag Tommy and we gotta talk about people's personal shit. Like,
it's hard to get people united, man. Anything,
you don't even need to be united, man. Just some people need to take action. It's like, we got a couple of catchers in chat and decoys in chat, and no matter what their personal shit is aside, like if you don't support them in the work they do, like go fuck yourself.
Yeah, facts.
That's
Yeah,
man, dude. If Tiberio went live right now with a catch, do we want to see Tiberio fail, or do we want to see somebody go to jail, or do we want to see a predator kill himself?
Well, yeah, either or is fine, but justice served one way or the other.
I want to see a successful catch. Yeah, definitely. I mean, for sure.
Yeah, and I don't care if who the catcher is, as long as they're doing it, some morality. They're not being, lunatics about it.
Waiting for 20 likes to get out of the car.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
years ago, some of the people used to do silly shit. I mean, most of the guys are pretty, and gals are pretty professional now that we have, but I just...
Are either of you guys down to do what I said for Halloween this year?
No, I didn't know what you said.
So I said in the states where it's illegal for RSOs to answer the door on Halloween, we should fucking have people that go there in costume and just videotape and send it to their fucking parole officer.
When they open the door?
So the law...
They open with a big bowl of candy.
Well, that's the thing. There's several states have a law that on Halloween, RSOs against children have to leave their lights off and their house, they cannot answer the door.
That's a good law.
That's a great law. How the fuck do you enforce that?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm coming from. I think that would be cool as shit if we had like a little fundraiser thing, or just everybody like this upcoming October 31st. I think that'd be dope as shit.
Yeah, I wonder what states that's implemented in.
Somebody can Google it. I want to say it was Missouri, Texas, Florida. There were several.
Louisiana, maybe.
Probably not. California's in New York.
No,
California has fucking government subsidized RSO daycare centers, man. Gavin Newsom's about that life.
Yeah, man.
Scary shit. It ain't gonna be in California.
Are you guys comfortable telling us where y'all are from, or do you want to keep that anonymous? I'm a known intel gatherer, so
somewhere
around the east. I'm in Canada. I'm in the others. I'm across the border.
Somewhere around the east. I'll leave it at that.
Somewhere around like Japan?
No. In the States. I'm in the States.
Eastern continental. But yeah,
that's Ray's starting to dock. Sad. That's in Canada. Do you follow Samuel?
Yeah, a little bit. He actually caught a guy at a Tim Hortons in my town.
Has he been recently back up?
This is when he was going before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's great, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, Like he does some catches around, not right where I am, but within an hour or two of where I am a lot of times.
That's cool, man. Talk about not getting support from the police, though. I mean,
yeah, he doesn't.
No, that's.
I'll never forget when the little potato bread that Samuel caught.
No, which one was that?
The little fucking the potato with feet. They caught him 4 times.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
I don't know if I remember him.
He was the potato with feet, and they caught him at the. Fuck! I wish I could pull up the image. If anybody remembers, like the sensitivity, the midget that was on South Park that gets in a fight with Cartman, that's what Jason looked like. And the cops put a no contact order from Samuel. And this guy kept on trying to meet kids, and they did fucking nothing.
Yeah, dude. So it's like they protected it. Like, oh, let him do his thing. Oh, he's just joking. Oh, we don't take him serious. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. Well, I know what the laws are in Canada or in Ontario because we have the Ontario. We have the provincial police here.
What do provincial police do?
The provincial police are, they would be like the state police, like in wherever, like whatever state you are. Do you guys not have like one sort of police force?
Well, there's like state police, then there's the county sheriffs, the city police, and then they got townships.
No, ours is that. Yeah, we have that too. No, these are the ones that we have. Ones that are the ones that are the provincial police are the ones that are on the top. But yeah, there's cities and that have, they have law enforcement as well, and they work together. But the high dogs are the provincial police. So, yeah, there's a lot of shit that needs to change, man.
Well, we got 3 months, and Kamala Harris has already raised $130 million. Netflix gave her money. The banks are giving her money.
She has about as much fucking chance of winning against Donald Trump as she does against a broomstick.
Bro, that woman is such a deep and loving member of black culture that she married a Jewish white guy. She's a fucking shill.
Oh, she's awful.
Yeah, it's rough.
She's the original Haktua woman.
Well, she was the border czar. She did a hell of a job there.
She put a fucking 20,000 young minority guys in jail for fucking weed possession. And Hillary was against gay marriage. And it's funny how... Yeah, fuck that cunt.
It's the significance of the passage of time. Remember that interview where she repeated that 65 times?
Yo, I deleted my Netflix account today because of that, FM. I literally canceled my Netflix account because they gave money to Kamala Harris. Which sucks because I fucking love Netflix and fucking Dexter's on it, and I don't know, I'll probably just fucking pirate someone else's account, but...
What if she loses, then? Will you go back?
We'll do a community poll. We'll decide if...
Leave it up to the people.
I wish I could make a poll right now. Like, should we all just delete Netflix because they're donating money to Kamala Harris?
Well, and the thing of it is it's fascist. Like, she wasn't even the one that was elected. She didn't get all the delegates. Biden did. So then all of a sudden you have the people with the money that control the country throwing her up into the spotlight.
Fucking Sean Gotti from downtown with a big 3-point shot. That Jew husband of hers needs to be fed to the Palestinians. I think he's Jewish too, John Gotti, which makes it even better. That's fucking outstanding. So what does the chat think? If we should keep Netflix, type 1. If we should all fucking get rid of our shit, press 2. I want to know what people have to say.
I know Elon's doing a thing for mail-in ballots and shit for Trump, and he was donating like $40-some million a month or something, $48 million a month, I think it was, to help with mail-in ballots for people that don't have access to get to the voting machines.
Trying to put my headphones in so I can. God damn it! Why are my Bluetooth headphones not working? Settings,
So we can hear
audio,
you.
mic. Hear me now? Can you all hear me or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound fine.
What the fuck? Now you can hear me through my microphone, but you're sounding through my phone. This is bullshit. Give me 2 more seconds, y'all.
Okay.
This fucks real. That's the mic.
Netflix got rid of that shit. Nasty ass. I don't even know, what was it, a show or Cuties or whatever. They can't still be on there.
I don't know what they have. I don't have
Man.
Netflix, so
Oh, you're better off, man. Yeah.
I have my Amazon.
No, you guys
Prime
just have
Video.
fucking. You guys have Justin Trudeau.
Well, I don't even want to talk about him right now.
No, man, you're gonna sit in here and bask in the fucking failing of our country. Let's shit on Canada for a moment,
Yeah, I
sir.
know.
Yeah, I think they just put in that carbon tax to the farmers. But yeah, we don't have to.
We got to get rid of that bastard.
Yes.
Who supports him? Like, because every Canadian person I've ever met is like chopping down trees, fucking watching hockey with 7 teeth, drinking 9% beer. You know, making babies in the back of an '87 GMC Jimmy outside of a dive bar. Like, I've never known Canada to be like a pussy country.
Well, he was he captured the hearts and the dreams of a lot of the Gen Zers and a lot of the younger folks at the time, which those people now are in their 30s and can't afford to buy a house or anything else because of his fucking policies. So I don't think they're going to vote for him again. And
Do you know anybody that's like? Have you ever met anyone that's like, we love Justin Trudeau?
years ago, a lot of people he brought a lot of enthusiasm when he was first elected, but no, not anymore. There's guys
Enthusiasm for what?
lots of promises. He was kind of like a Bernie Sanders kind of guy, whereas we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, like all kinds of handout shit.
Word salad.
And everybody bought into his bullshit. And
Did you buy into his bullshit, or did you know he was a psycho?
I knew he was a psycho. I vote. Unfortunately, now I believe at that point I'd voted NDP. NDP is more union, more worker. Like it's just, and now they've cucked over to being more liberal as well. I would say that if you were like a moderate Democrat, like 10 years ago, that you are probably you would now be a conservative, even just a moderate Democrat. That's how far left things have gotten.
It's just dividing.
It's the same in our side of the country, bro.
Yeah, just dividing harder and harder. You get two bigger extremes, at the spectrum, and obviously, to me, by design,
Well, dude, I think they genuinely kept RFK out of the election because they knew he might. Like the Democrats waited for fucking Joe to pull out till now because they knew that RFK would have gotten the nod over Kamala.
Yeah. I agree
Well,
with that.
I'm hearing now that did you see that private phone call he was on with Trump?
No.
Did you catch that? Well, apparently his RFK Jr. was on a phone call with Trump, talking about the vaccines, because he's very into he's very anti-vaccine. He's very well read on with a lot of the scientists and a lot of the people that actually have a brain and don't listen to Fauci. So Trump was talking to him. So I think he's going to have some sort of a position in Trump's cabinet, by the sounds of it.
I would like to see a bipartisan cabinet. I think that'd be a good look for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys can monitor chat, that would be amazing, because I don't have my phone out for like the last 10 minutes. And if there's anything worth addressing, I'm counting on you guys to let me know.
Jew husband, hers.
Pullover was asking about the MrBeast shit. But
Yeah,
about that.
Ray just said it about it. I don't know that much about it other than what Ray just said. That's the first I heard of it.
See if anybody else wants to, because I got to get my workout in before my evening activities. I'm gonna drop the link one more time, and I hope you guys make more panel. This was cool, man. It was. I like when people come up that don't normally.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I watch your panels. I like what you talk about and shit. So I wanted to
usually just watch. It's cool to come up.
Normally, it's just fucking obscure movie references.
Hey man, you get some laughs even if they're not always in chat.
Well, that's those movies. Now you cancel Netflix.
Although it's been a while since Obama administration reference.
Oh God, that's fuck you. That's yes, but you're
good.
You are
for it.
You are absolutely. I'm like, you haven't been relevant since the second Obama administration. That's amazing that you even remember that. I forget that I say dumb shit.
Well, we're going through the third one now.
Well, so who's now we're gonna lose. What do we got in here? We got 73 people in here. We're gonna lose 40. Who is excited about Deadpool and Wolverine coming out tomorrow?
I'll probably see him.
Are neither of you guys excited about Deadpool and Wolverine?
Sorry, I can't say that I am. I'm not into like Marvel comic stuff.
What about you, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not excited. No, not so much. I'll watch it though. I'll be eager to see it. I mean, the Deadpool. I love that movie. It was good. Shit.
Actually, yeah,
Dude,
I did see that movie. It was actually pretty good.
It's funny.
It hasn't come out yet.
No.
Deadpool.
Yeah, the while ago,
Yeah.
This was Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, this is they brought Hugh Jackman back for.
Oh, that's sick.
He's Wolverine in the yellow suit.
Wolverine is recovering from his injuries when he crosses paths with the loudmouth Deadpool. Oh, they team up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Dude, I've had my fucking pre-bought ticket for like a week now.
Yeah.
I'm leaving work tomorrow early at 3 p.m. to go fucking see this movie.
Yeah, you're excited about that shit. That's gotta be fun as hell. Probably gonna be good.
Yeah,
I know it's gonna be good.
I did see Oddity the other day. That shit was fucking amazing.
I saw the Long Legs like
how was
a week ago. It was good. I expected a little different, but it was good. It was weird, Nicolas Cage, he just plays this weird dude, strange. But
so he plays himself.
Yeah. It's so funny because he's got the makeup, he does this like voice, but you still see Nicolas Cage shine through under in some scenes. Like you still don't have to wonder who the actor is,
Well, I like guys with like a unique voice. Like if Nick Cage ever, you shouldn't be here to meet a child. Like I would.
Yeah.
He never. Yeah, it's like kind of like Christopher Walken and Willem Dafoe and Jeff Goldblum. Like
yeah.
Like if you hear them talk for 5 seconds, you know who it is.
Yeah. Gilbert.
So
rest in peace.
Rest in power, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
That guy died too young, man. He was.
He was awesome.
He was young, right?
I want to say he was like 55.
Yeah.
Yeah, mid 50s, late 50s, or very early 60s. but I think it was
Yeah,
mid
because
to high 50s.
him and Bob Saget died like back to back almost. It seemed.
Yeah, it was
Y'all
pretty
remember
good.
Bob Saget, Danny
Yep.
Tanner
Yeah.
from Full House?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I grew up on that shit. I mean, I'm young, but I definitely remember watching Full House. And,
You can't be that
Bob's-
young if you remember watching Full House.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 28. I'll say that. But
Oh shit. Okay. Well then, never mind. You are young.
Bob Saget. Oh, I remember. Yeah, watching Full House and shit. And then I got older and saw his stand up, and I'm like, this dude's fucking raunchy. Like, this is Danny Tanner. You know, it kind of like broke the fourth wall. Like seeing him make the aristocrat joke.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
What so are you guys like both big into CPP? Is that where your home base is?
Yeah, he was kind of the first catcher that I saw. Or no, actually, Dap was. Oh, sorry, Dap was actually the first catcher when he was still on YouTube.
Years ago, I would say the first catchers that I started watching were Eric and Shonda and Brooklyn. That was years ago now. Those were the first ones I think that I started watching, and then it morphed into everything that goes on around here now.
Nobody knows what goes around here now, man. It's been. I'm hoping that all the recent events can, make us remember that we hate pedophiles.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know if it's gonna. We'll see how long this lasts. But I remember back in the day when we'd get excited when there was a live catch. Like if you saw that YouTube thing that come across the top, and that was the only place any of us could ever chat with each other.
Yeah, everybody would go off the panels or whatever and go run to the catch.
Well, no, I'm talking before panels, Bubba. Like before panels were even a thing. Like it really, you just kind of became friendly with people in the live chat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, panels weren't really a thing, my man. Which, good, bad, or indifferent, they are a thing now. And I mean, shit, we're on one now, right? I can't call the kettle black. But yeah, the thing is too, man, we've seen, I said this to someone the other day, I think we've become desensitized where we've all watched probably over 1,000 people try to meet children for sex, and it's no longer exciting.
I agree to a point. I mean, I see that for sure. You see something 1,000 times, it's just not going to hit the same. It's not going to people. You're going to be looking at chat a little bit more before you'd be looking at the screen a little more.
Right, bro, the first couple of times we saw this, especially when the catcher was new, we're like, dude, who's this guy with fucking bulletproof vest and a White Claw? Fucking, there's a Denver guy trying to meet a kid for sex. This is crazy. And we would all just, and then there's this big fucking Jewish Republican from Texas in a Buffalo Bills jersey in a Walmart parking lot. We're like, whoa, this is wild. And now it's like it has to be a celebrity. It has to be a political leader. It has to be a police chief.
Yeah. It's like a tolerance, like with drugs or something. Like it just doesn't. You don't get that same for sure. But I got a little bit of that when I was showing my friend the catches, and he was kind of like, "Damn, this shit's crazy." Like he really said all that, and why aren't the cops arresting him? And I was just like, yeah, definitely. I remember when I watching my first few catches and first few hundred. Right, it is pretty crazy.
No, I still watch them.
Yeah, oh yeah, I watch them too. But yeah, I see what Ray's saying.
Yeah, no.
That's yeah, like it used to be enough of a thing to pull everybody together for.
I think you cut out a little bit, Ray.
Yeah, he's not there.
Vitali, he's still doing catches. I mean, I figured he'd hop off that train pretty quick.
What happened to him? His Bluetooth thing must have died.
Yeah, he probably dropped a weight on it.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh shit, Laura and Roots are dating. Enjoy your smoking and touching of the grass. Bad guy says Laura gets the L. I'm trying to, dude. I'm a fat fuck, man. I am sucking wind right now. I don't want to be old. I want to be young, boys. This sucks. Either you guys got any cool hobbies that you can, without doxing yourself, what do you guys do for fun when you're not catching up on panel drama? You fish, you hunt, you golf?
Yeah, no, I like being outdoors. I like fishing, hiking, and shit like that. I mean, I spent 6 months out in Arizona a while ago, and that's when I kind of picked up a lot of outdoor shit, hiking and stuff. But yeah, I like drawing a little bit too. Yeah.
You said drawing, like artwork?
Yeah, I'll do that a little bit now and again.
Bro, we used to have a dude in the community named Rob, and he did awesome fucking caricatures. Do you remember him?
It sounds kind of familiar. How long? It was years ago.
I haven't seen Rob around in a long time. I don't know. Maybe he's in an alt. Maybe somebody in chat knows where he went. But yeah, he had an Instagram page where he would do like those theme park style caricatures of catchers, and he was an interesting addition to the community.
Yeah. No, I always said someone needs to draw like comic book frames of the panels or catchers or something. I think wasn't JDQ doing something like that, or he had his own comic book.
JDQ was definitely a comic book guy. I got a chance to have dinner with JDQ. He's a cool dude, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. He was might be the best conversationalist out of everybody I've met from the community. Toe was probably the nicest and the happiest.
Yeah, I wish I got to know him a little more.
He was. It's funny, man. He wasn't a complex guy. He wasn't really overly opinionated. He was the only word I can use to describe Toe was sweet. He was a sweet fella. That guy was in the hospital. He was in the hospital all the time. And I remember one day we did like this little dono stream to get him some DoorDash so he didn't have to eat like hospital fucking microwave chicken breast.
That's nice.
And well, no, everybody in the community donated. It wasn't like me that like everybody.
Yeah.
I think
that's
they
nice. It's.
And he was just like, he's like, I'm so touched you guys could do this, but it should have gone to it. Like his first reaction was like, this should have gone to a decoy. And the guy died before he was 40, man. And I got a chance to meet his wife too, Tasha, on the catches we did together.
Did he have diabetes? Is that what was wrong with him?
He did have diabetes, but I think it was secondary complications that wound up taking his life. And it's funny, man. Toe is one of the few guys. Nobody in the community. I've never heard anybody have a bad thing to say about Toe.
Yeah.
No, I never have either.
Yeah, it's always.
No, man, just a big-hearted fucking sweet pea. I just walked back. Keep Tasha. That's what I said. Yeah, Tasha's. We do miss Toe. Tasha was in chat the other night, which was kind of cool. That was. I hope that she's moving forward. And did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that me and Tommy might be doing a fundraising stream to send Edward's kid to like a theme park or something like that?
No, I haven't heard that. That's the first I heard of it.
Yeah, we with everything that's been read, the wife had a blog that came out, and if like the CP reports were fucking vile, but when you hear the woman's experience, separate Edward from the equation. Any woman that goes through what she went through, I mean, fuck, dude. If that doesn't tug at your heartstrings, I don't know what's wrong with you. And since we're kind of rehashing her words, I thought it would only be fair that we try to do something, make something decent come out of all this.
She wrote a 2-page article in some book or magazine or something, I believe, didn't she?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. There was a blog. Yeah, she like detailed like her experience and being felt alone. And
Yeah, it was rough. It was sad. It was a broken woman. I really felt for her. I mean, it was sad to read. Really painted a picture, you know.
well, that's why I said, like, I don't want to make that's not an anti-Edward thing, because we got to let the decency for the woman be the main, like, that's got to be the main thing.
She can't be known for Edward's ex, or I don't know. I see what you're saying.
No, man, every time we see a predator get caught with family present, you know, sometimes, like, imagine being married to someone for 20 years and then some random people come up in a parking lot and they're just supposed to know how to respond in the moment. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'd be in denial. I'd probably want to stick up for, I mean, you know, it's tough. And until I read those chat logs and
even after you read those chat logs, it's going to take time to fucking process.
It does, especially like you said, someone, you know, rolling up with a camera in your face and kind of, you don't speak on it. Well, yeah, I get it.
I don't know if some spouses after 25, 30 years, I don't know if they'll ever recover.
Yeah.
Right, like you build a life with someone. Like me and my wife, man, it's kind of hard to know where my life ends and hers begins. Like we're so everything the older you get, the more like friends and family, like you see them less and less, and you know your spouse and your immediate family becomes everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a soft. I have a soft spot for I got a soft spot for the wives and kids.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of why I had a soft spot for Chuckles for a little bit too. But she was just way too extra. But I mean, you know, that girl's life was turned upside down.
Yeah.
Anything in the chat worth noticing?
No, I mean, having someone tell you that your spouse is that must be the most amount of damage that can be done in the shortest amount of time. I mean, it just unravels.
I mean, bro, we're sitting here. We've seen 1,000 catches. We know what to expect. We know that the chat logs are real. We know that this is a real thing in the world. You're just a fucking Bed Bath & Beyond getting a fucking duvet cover, and all of a sudden someone's out there and they're like, "Hey, your most loved one is trying to meet a child."
Yeah. Tell us what you think about it. Yeah. No, it's.
I wonder. I don't want to look into it because I don't want to know. But I'd be curious if any family members ever, like if a spouse or a kid ever took their own life because of their father or husband being a pedophile.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of them that have, some sort of post.
Well, I mean, imagine a 12-year-old kid going to school the next day, and everybody knows. Like the kid's house, the kid's family was just ripped apart from the inside.
Yeah.
The mother's now the money's a fucking issue. The mortgage is behind. The mother's a fucking shell of herself, and we all know how kids can be. Like,
much like it's a family issue. It becomes a family issue. Once that is out, it makes waves, and the waves last forever. And that's sad to think about, man. A kid or someone being affected by that and wanting, seeing no other way out to deal with the shame and embarrassment. I mean, which they shouldn't. Depending on the wife's reaction and stuff, they shouldn't be shamed. Like they shouldn't be, granted that they didn't know and that they weren't,
we all know how kids are, man. 12-year-olds are fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And kids don't know how to fucking deal with this kind of shit.
No,
for sure.
No. Anyone in the Ray's gonna buy Ed's kid a gym weight rack. That would be no.
That'll be a pass, thanks.
As Alex said, people that virtue signal care the least about. I'm going to say that's probably true. Meth clause.
Wow.
As much as
saying sounds like a less gay TBS.
TBS is not gay. He's kind of a dick, but he's
gay. But no, I just see a chat. I just see a lot. I sound like TBS.
He's actually one of the few people on YouTube that has like wit. Their quick-witted humor is something that is lacking. Him and Bad Guy. FTK is an underrated funny guy too, but
If anybody in chat, do you guys, does anyone know if a family member has, like, do you remember when Alex caught the guy at Jackalope Automotive? He was the one that had real victims. Do you guys remember that catch by any chance?
At
that
the
his job?
garage?
What?
The one at the garage?
At a job? At his job?
Yeah,
It was his garage that he owned. He was a sex offender.
yeah, he was
Don't
like
remember
a
that one?
mechanic, right?
Yeah, he was a mechanic.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Does sound familiar.
Like even if the wife didn't know what he did, like when we put that company on blast, now the wife can't even run the bit. Like that's, and I'll never criticize the way anybody catches. You know, all we do is try to learn. But it's I always, you know, imagine we're all in college making $12 an hour, and our boss gets fucking outed, and then we're on TV, and people are asking us for an opinion. We're 20 years old, like, and Alex has never done this. I'm just like, that's why the work exposures I'm not really fond of.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I've seen a
no.
lot of catchers kind of moving away from that kind of take on
I
the
have-
same opinion.
Right, because then,
Yeah.
bro, within 10 minutes, that business had like 1,000 one-star reviews. It says this guy won't work on any cars more than 13 years old.
Yeah. But then again, I can only imagine being out there, the frustration that must, when it seems like no one's taking you serious or no one's, imagine like, it's tough, man. I it's got to be frustrating. Like here, look at these chat logs. Like, why the fuck aren't you?
Bro, Alex has reach, man. Like that guy gets on Crowder.
Oh yeah. No, it's been cool to see Alex's, quote unquote journey. I'll see him.
It'd be neat to see Rob.
progressive.
It would be neat to see Rob Lowe do one story on the predators that have been caught and charged.
You should cover the Ed paperwork.
Well, forget Ed. Like,
no, I know.
Rob Lowe's been destroying Tommy for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it would just be fun to see him. He's like, look, I still hate Thomas Fellows of Colorado Pet Patrol, but today we're going to cover some of the be objective. That's really all that I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was not.
Fuck no, he wasn't.
We're watching a video of him. Tommy was on a chit chat or something. He's like, yo, I think Rob Lowe's at my house. Like, he's here. And I was like, what the fuck? It was like right after some shit happened. He's just trying to ride that. What happened though? He's not at the news station he was at. Did something happen with him?
With who?
Rob Lowe. Didn't Rob Lowe? He doesn't report anymore, does it? Right? Or
I have no idea. And isn't the actor Rob Lowe a pedophile?
That's some
I don't know.
some crazy some crazy shit. Maybe I didn't hear.
No, like I'm fairly certain that the actor Rob Lowe. Somebody, one of you guys, Google that right now. I think he got in trouble for having sex with a kid.
You might be right. It says Lowe was 24 when he videotaped himself having with a 16-year-old girl. A decision he now acknowledges was fueled by fame, money, and drugs.
Oh, that makes it okay, right?
Right. It was in 1988 too, so we shouldn't care about it.
I wonder what the age of consent was in that location.
I don't know where it was.
Because even if the age of consent is 16, it's still illegal to produce CSAM.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that with the law. Just because the age of consent is there, like you're legally allowed to be intimate with the teenager, but you cannot send like nude photographs.
That makes sense. And that's that kind of weird overlap, like why is the age of consent 16?
Why does it vary from state to state?
Yeah, why does it vary? Yeah. It's low in some place. It's scary, man. Like, why are you trying to push that limit? Like, why?
I don't think it's lower than 16 anywhere in the country. I'm fairly certain that's the lowest that it goes. And then it's even still at 16 or 17, it can't be with someone who's in a position of power, like a coach or a boss or a teacher.
Okay, so there's stipulations, yeah.
Do we got anything big going on in the chat, fellas? Tell Cap to come. Cap, come up and say hello.
Always something going on.
So what's with is did NTF really get arrested, or is that just somebody fucking around?
Normally I'd say people are fucking around, but with this week, bro, nothing is. We might find out that it doesn't even like nothing is off. Nothing's off the table this month. Anything's possible. See if anybody popped up. But yes, no, nobody knows for sure if NTF was arrested.
Well, I guess
there was just a teacher who got charged for having sex with a student, but the kid was 18. Right, that's kind of what I was getting at, Haystack. Like they can't do that. Giving handies to the gym bros? Fuck yeah, bro! I'm going skiing, Blackcon. But there's no
Bluetooth headphones.
Well, I'm not at the gym. I'm in my house, so.
Ah, okay, nice. Got one of them home gyms?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. Doing incline press right now. Like I said, trying to get less fat.
Trying to turn those
I want to get
into muscle.
No, man, I like my sweaty pendulous breasts. I got that big titty privilege, bro. People don't even know about it.
Yeah. He has a bow flex. Oh my god.
Bro, people are so mean in this place, aren't they?
Yeah, it's the internet, man. I mean, I know it's always that. But people, I don't know. It's the internet. It's fucking anonymous, so let me just...
Roughing these YouTube streets.
Dude, even if somebody has a Bowflex and they're trying to do something good for themselves, fucking more power to them. even if you're power walking with like 3-pound weights, good for you.
What about a shake weight? Shake weight.
I'm pretty sure that Jonathan did the fucking infomercial for the shake weight.
He ordered 10.
He ordered 10?
Yeah, the South Park shake weight episode.
Oh, yeah. This is... So they said, is this K-Swiss and Cult of Incels? Do you guys want to address Tommy Boy Studios in the chat?
K-Swiss, yes, that is me.
So what is K-Swizzle? Just, are you a fan of, like, shitty white people tennis shoes? Is that what that's for?
Yeah, yep, you got it. Schwizzle.
Okay, well, I don't know if it was like Schwizzer Sweets and your name was Kenny. Like, there's a multitude of possibilities that could be false.
Yeah. I'll leave it up to the imagination.
Okay, so I could just run with whatever I want and I could post it?
Yeah, post it, run it, write it. Yep, hot off the presses.
That's... So, yeah, Tommy Boy joined us late. I'm sure he knows already, but... For the first time ever, we saw a predator do the right thing on the catch, and the guy took accountability in the form of a 38. So, shout out to that Fred. And also, MrBeast, fucking one of his boys has been grooming a child, and apparently MrBeast knew. NTF may or may not be in jail. And the actor Rob Lowe produced child pornography. I'm pretty sure is that everything we covered today, fellas?
Yeah,
okay, man. Good race summary, best race summary if I've ever heard one.
Did I miss anything?
NTF arrested. No, I think you got it, man. Bad guy called me a less gay TBS.
So that I think he called you a not gay TBS.
Oh, okay.
Which either way,
distinction. I mean, there's a distinction there.
The devil is in the details, right?
I did not endorse it. I'm just relaying information.
Oh, we talked about Kamala Harris.
Oh, dude, Tommy Boy, are you joking or are you serious that you're saying is that all true? Like, did you just walk in? Tommy Boy Studios? I'll give him a second because if he literally just joined us, he might not know everything that went down. Whew. Hillary Clinton's silent as well. We'll give Tommy Boy 30 more seconds. If not, we're gonna pull a Todd. Mikey's mom, and we're gonna cut it off.
Mom said cut it off.
No, well, so Tommy Boy, Rob Lowe, the actor, made child porn with a 16-year-old in the 80s. Like that's been known. That's out there. And MrBeast, fuck it, Tommy Boy, my former ally. Let's give the internet some content. Come up here and in 4 minutes or less, let's talk about what happened. Keep that fucking Euro energy live. Yeah, we'll tell you what's up. But yes, with MrBeast, it's true. We'll give you the info.
Yeah,
I got one more
to
set.
see if he sweeps that under the rug somehow with his
Who?
money.
I mean, dude, with the internet the way it is now and people calling it out, I don't think you can really sweep it under the rug. He just got home with his fake girlfriend.
Pooping,
That's,
he said. Said he's pooping.
well, at least I'm sure that his fake girlfriend is age appropriate. That's
Yes.
All right, everybody. That was a fun little midday live. NTF wasn't around. I hope I didn't let anybody down.
Thanks for having me up, man.
So, yeah, thanks.
Always, boys.
Yeah,
Pleasure
see
to
you
talk
on
to both
chat.
of you. All right, see you, fuckers. Bye.
See you later. Bye.